Hi guys, I am Urban Fungus of the Xbox Tavern. You are watching Stealth Inc. 2 Game of Clones. This is going to be the video review of the game. Sit back, enjoy, see what you want to buy this or not. Basically, this is a game. You are one of the clones in a giant factory that is producing hundreds and hundreds of clones. Basically, you have escaped and you want freedom. The game is a puzzling stealth platformer. Basically, it's a case of hide, don't die. You will die multiple times in this rather frustrating game here. As you can see here, we're going through all the different aspects. At the moment, you are currently watching. This is the first section. I believe there are 4 sections that I have come across so far myself. This is, I guess you can class this as a boss mode. This is the 8th level in the section. There are 8 levels in each section to be precise. Basically, it's the toughest one of each section as you go along. All levels do get more and more harder, obviously, with more gadget gizmos to use as well. In the game, you can actually unlock collectibles when you are not in the puzzling game itself. There are areas to explore and try and save fellow clones as well. As you're exploring, you will come across collectibles which will include mainly new hats for your clone and new clothes for your clone. Of course, this game is published and developed by Curve Digital. They have a UK-based team. They're a great little team. They're a great bunch of guys and girls. They work really hard and they produce a cracking game here. Of course, if you're new to this is a second game. This is a sequel to the first game, which was called Stealth Bastards Tactical Espionage Arsehole, believe it or not. So this is their second game. It's a fantastic game, guys. If you love your puzzles and you love making your brain work, and it's a lot of using stealth, a lot of using light, a lot of using, there's even an giant inflatable creature thing that you use to throw yourself up in the air to make yourself higher. Obviously, this game does run at 60 FPS in HD constantly. It looks visually stunning, it looks great, it handles well. There's been no bugs in it as so far. I personally haven't come across any problems. The game itself is pretty hands-on. You can, obviously, as I say, there are multiple levels to do in the game. There is also community levels as well, so you can actually create your very own levels and share them with your friends. Of course, doing that, you can also download other people's levels from around the world. There's also the test chamber. Now, obviously, being a puzzling game, there is a leaderboard on each level. So you got some friends, you want to test it with your friends. You think, oh, I can beat my mate. You go to the test chamber and you can get some practice in and try and beat your friend's score. This game as well, it's a good rage game. It brings on a lot of rage if you don't pay attention. You could spend an hour, 2 hours just playing the same level over again because you just want to get that high score and you don't want to die in one round. Now, as you can see here, this is one of the last few levels that I got to. It still puzzles me now, but it's one of them. It's one of them levels where you keep trying, you keep at it, you will generally get there in the end. And as I say, you will die an awful lot of times. Now, the game itself, it's an easy pick up and play. I would recommend. You just want to have some fun. You want a piece of puzzles. It's great. It's not going to hurt your head too much. Once you realise the controls, which again are absolutely straightforward. It's I think there's like 4 buttons you use across the whole control. It's pretty straightforward. Now, what you can notice here as well, you can see the visible and fully visible and not visible. The game is a very much hide in the dark kind of game. As you progress through the game, the more shadows you will be able to hide in respect to the level here is practically pitch black. and as you can see, I'm doing absolutely terrible trying to figure out how to get out of this little area. I mean, I do end up figuring out how to get out of this area, but it takes a while, and as you can see, I would hate to see a death counter of how many times I've died just on this level alone. But this is it. This is Stealth Inc. 2. If you enjoy what you see, feel free to continue on our website. Enjoy looking at more reviews. I have been Urban Fungus from Xbox Tavern. Enjoy.